Welcome to another episode on entrepreneurship with Kwetso. A job is what you have been taught and trained to do. Hello there, it's me, Kwetso. Welcome, staying subscribers and viewers, and welcome new viewers. If today is your first time seeing me on your screen, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share with your friends. A job is what you have been taught and trained to do. You are an accountant today. You even went further to charter. So you are a chartered accountant today. You have gained an employment, that is to work in a firm, and you have a position, a role to play. That role you are playing is what makes it a job. It is not your work. You are playing a role which has been given to you by your employer, that is to function in the given instructions and examples of you being a chartered accountant. That's what makes it a job. You are a banker today. You are a teller or a cashier or a banker in the firm. You have been given a specific role and examples on how to execute an agenda. That agenda you are executing, you are helping execute, is the role you are playing. And that is what makes it a job, not your work. A job is a role, a position in which an individual plays according to their specific training. As I say, that goes. Your job is to be sure that this is well done. That job is what you have been taught and trained to do. That's not your work. A work is what you have been born to do. Everything that you have to do, both in thought and for the purposes of birth, is within you. Many will say, functioning according to your creative ability. The work is what you have been born to do. Scripture will say that every herb and every tree that is born, that is created, their seed is within them. Case in point, birds. Birds, they fly. They do not have to go to flight school to learn how to fly. Flying is built into them. When birds are flying, it is seen as work. Imagine seeing a bird come on the air. Imagine seeing a bird deciding that I won't fly no more. I'm going to walk like human beings. Guess what will happen? A dog will probably catch it and eat it. What happens? That bird is dead. This is a lesson from it. The moment you decide to stop doing what you have been born to do, you die. Something happens to you and you will die. A perfect example to the bird. Fishes don't have to go to a swim school like you, a human being, will go to a swim school and learn how to swim. Swimming is built into fishes. And they don't have to decide that they will come on here and say they are not swimming anymore. Where your work is, that is your dwelling place. Where your work is, that is where your heart is. So imagine a fish come out of water. You and I know what happens to a fish. Immediately a fish is taken out of water. Instantly, they lose breath and die. Your work is what you have been born to do. Before you become an entrepreneur, you must know this and understand it. That a 9-to-5 job is different from a work, what you have been born to do. You can be fired from your 9-to-5 job, but you cannot be fired from your work. That is what you have been born to do. Imagine a human being or someone supreme going to a fish and say, "Fish, I'm firing you from swimming." It's absurd, isn't it? Before you become an entrepreneur, you must know and understand this, that work is different from a job. Closing. Learn to have a mindset of an apprenticeship. Learn to have a mindset of an apprenticeship when you are on a job. I have this auntie I usually go to, and whenever I go to her, we're having a conversation. I don't take any word that comes out of her mouth for granted. One time, I went to her and we were having a conversation. This was what she asked me. What am I doing? I said, I'm on the job. I'm working with my boss. We are into this and that and that. And she asked me, how are you on the job? Are you on the job as being on the job for working sake to make money, or you're on the job as an apprentice? Immediately she said that, I didn't say anything. I didn't even for a moment decide to utter a word. I thought about it for a second. And I said, wow, I could actually be on this job as an apprentice. In my head, I am on this job as an apprentice. What that means is that though I am functioning according to the instructions and example that has been given to me to the job I am doing, I can learn the job. You know why? So that you'll be found wanted. When things happen, when probably you are fired, because the job you are on also serves as a means of a skill that at the end of the day, you could come up with something from it. Quickly, from that moment, I decided that I am on this job as an apprentice. Trust me, it has been amazing. Last example. There's a popular singer we all know, Sarkodie, Burna Boy, all of them, and all the gospel music artists. They are not on a job. They are on a work. Why is it so? Singing or music is something that is within. It's something that is within. Just like the scripture I mentioned earlier. It says that their seed is within them. Nobody could ever and can ever fire Burna Boy from singing. Nobody could ever and ever fire Sarkodie from singing and say, for today and today I'm firing you. Nobody can ever say and do that. Why? Because they are working. They are doing what they have been born to do. One of such is those things flow freely. Before you become an entrepreneur, you must know and understand that work is different from a job. The moment you begin to think, torture yourself in your mind about how you are feeling, where you are, what you don't have and what you are lacking, your work, which is what you have been born to do, is sitting down. There's no functioning. What that happens is that years and years and years and years will come, and you tell somebody that I don't know who I am, I'm still figuring myself out, and I don't know what to do myself. When you're on your work, there's fulfillment. When you're on your job, there's no peace and fulfillment. Why? Because your leg, one is here and one is there, thinking, and at any point afraid, because you know you'll be fired. Be employed on your work and be deployed on your job. I am Kwetso.